Hello. In this clip from our Justia webinar, Unlocking the Potential of Non-Stenographic Depositions and AI, Charles Peckham and Carl Seelbach discuss how legal practice is evolving with AI and the importance of ethics when incorporating AI into legal practice. If you'd like to see more Justia videos on law practice and legal marketing, be sure to subscribe to our channel.
So, where are we going from here? And how is this, are these transcripts any good? And, how could you possibly replace, humans in the process? Well, the short answer is we're not. At least Scribe isn't. There's a human component in having a certified notary liaison in the room, helping facilitate these things start to finish, and a human component in having the transcripts professionally proofread and legally formatted within about 3 to 5 days of the deposition. Now, what does the future look like? I don't know for sure. I know that large language models and the power of those models is really become kind of mind-blowing, and the quality of everything from drafting to analyzing case law to preparing summaries of voluminous medical records. I mean, it's moving at a very rapid pace. I'm not an engineer. I'm not a developer. I can't speak to the nuts and bolts of how all those things work. But, what I am told by experts in the field is that we are on the brink of having the AI surpass human accuracy in a lot of different ways. And so we'll see whether that proves to be true and how fast it proves to be true. But I think that, Charles and I have another presentation that we give on implementing AI tools into your litigator toolbox. And, you can use it for all sorts of things, from drafting to researching to giving you summaries of your meetings. I think, for deposition purposes, it wouldn't surprise me if right around the corner we have, AI coaching and prep session for witnesses, where you can leverage AI software to help prepare your witnesses and maybe help prepare your attorneys, your team, to take better depositions. And certainly the post-event analysis, I just showed you an example of how you can leverage AI for that. But, we have, Charles and I kind of like this next slide or this video because I think that when you're thinking about what's next, particularly in the world of depositions, again, I go back to pre-COVID. Would you have ever imagined that 80% or more of depositions would be happening through Zoom or something like Zoom? And I think most attorneys, even the younger ones, would have said, no, I really don't believe that. I don't think that that's going to happen. And it has happened. And so where do we go from here with depositions? I will tell you that I think that as Apple and Meta and Google and some of these other industry leaders refine their AR and VR offerings and bring the price down on the cost of the headsets or the glasses, I do think at some point we're going to have an extremely accessible and extremely enjoyable experience with VR or AR in things like depositions, client meetings, maybe even appearing for court hearings. So I'm going to show you, because maybe this will help you think I'm less crazy than it sounds. So Charles, give me a thumbs up if you can hear it. Or excellent.
Our Zuckerberg inside the metaverse. Mark and I are hundreds of miles apart from each other in physical space, but it feels like we're in the same room because we're near to each other as photorealistic codec avatars in 3D with spatial audio. This technology is incredible, and I think it's the future of how human beings connect to each other in a deeply meaningful way on the internet. These avatars will capture many of the nuances of facial expressions that we humans use to communicate emotion to each other. The eye just need to work on upgrading by emotion expressing capabilities of the underlying human. This is the Let's Freedom podcast. And now, dear friends, here's Mark Zuckerberg. So great. Lighting change. Wow. Yeah, it's not the light anywhere. And it doesn't feel odd to be really close to you. And it does. I moved you back a few feet before you got it while it's set. You were like right here. I don't know if people can see this, but this is incredible. The realism here is just incredible. Where am I? Where are you, Mark? Where are we? You're in Austin, right? No, I mean, this place, we're shrouded by darkness with ultra realistic face. It just feels like we're in the same room. This is really the most incredible thing I've ever seen. I'm sorry to be in your personal space. I mean, we have done jiu-jitsu before. Yeah, no, I was commenting to the team before that. Even that I feel like we've showed each other from further distances than it feels like we are. And I mean, this is just really incredible. I don't know how to describe with words. It really feels like we're in the same room. Yeah, it feels like the future.
All right, so hopefully you found that fascinating. I know certainly the first time I watched it, I was impressed. And Charles, I don't know if you have had a chance to try one of the headsets or the Vision Pro or maybe one of Meta's products yet, have you?
Not yet, and I'm dying to.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty cool. Apple will set you up with kind of a personalized demo. It's best to schedule it, and it's pretty mind-blowing. I would encourage everyone to give it a spin. And I think as the price comes down and the technology continues to get refined, it'll be interesting to see what the best use cases are for it. So we'll keep an eye on that. And maybe someday we will be appearing remotely through a whole new medium. I don't know. We'll see. Real quick, we'll finish up with ethics and then any other questions that come across. We've already touched on number one, so I don't think we need to reiterate that. Number two, I do think that Zoom depositions do bring a new challenge, and that is in particular making sure that no one else is in the room with the witness and that the witness is not communicating in an unauthorized way with other people, whether that's their attorney, whether that's a friend or a spouse or a relative. We certainly don't want people being coached or influenced in the way that they're testifying. There's a couple of ways to handle that. I will typically, in my depositions now, get a commitment under oath from the witness to that they will not chat with anyone, that they will not communicate with anyone, and get them to tell me, that no one else is in the room. And if I have a reason to doubt them, ask them to turn their camera 360 and show me that you are alone and that no one else is going to interrupt these proceedings. Typically don't do that unless there's a real reason to do it. There's no way to completely prevent bad actors or people from doing bad things, but I think those type of admonitions can help quite a bit. And then we already had some great questions around item number 3, privacy protections. We talked about those. And the key, I think, there is to just make sure that the way you are doing things is a vetted process, and you're using respected vendors and core reporting companies and generative AI solutions, and that you're familiar with what the policies are. I would tell you, avoid some of the consumer grade solutions that are completely free to use. Typically means you're the product. And so I would encourage you, for example, ChatGPT. That's a great tool, but if you're going to use it in your law firm, upgrade to the enterprise package, because that checks the box on a much more stringent level of security and privacy, where they will not train on the data that you submit. So look for things like that, or if you don't want to, ask someone that nerds out on it, like Charles or like me or someone else. And then I think that may be the end. Charles, anything else from your standpoint?
No, I think it went well. Carl, you did terrific. Happy to have any questions that anyone has.
Yeah, well, we answered 12, so that's decent.
That's
if anyone has any other questions, our emails are on the screen. You are certainly welcome to email us or call us.
I'd say do it now or hold your peace, but you can always hit us afterwards.
Yeah, you can always hit us up afterwards. We also have sample deposition notices for all these different jurisdictions. So certainly happy to provide you with sample notice language. And if you have any other specific questions about the rules in your state, we can dig deeper on those as well. So thank you so much for listening. And thanks again to Justia for hosting.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did enjoy it, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos on law practice and legal marketing. See you in our next clip.